Hello and welcome to Around the House with Kay and Tom. And today we're going to make us some chicken right here, and these egg noodles here. We're going to use some sour cream. We'll use a can of these Rotel tomatoes. We're going to use a can of these SUEUR sweet peas and some SWANSON's chicken broth here. Now this chicken here I had left over from when I cooked one on the rotisserie the other day, and this is delicious chicken, so I don't want to waste any of it, so I'm going to start cutting it off. Now I probably won't use all this chicken with these noodles, but I'll let you know exactly how much it is. I'll weigh it out and tell you. So we'll get busy slicing it off here. But like I say, now this was a great chicken, so if you get a chance, watch where I put it on the rotisserie and cooked it, and I think you'll like that. I'll be back in a minute. Okay, now I only had about 10 ounces of good usable chicken off of this carcass here. Now you could put this in a pot and boil it up and make you some chicken broth out of it, or chicken stock I should say. Now I'm going to cut this up to where I don't want, I just don't want too big of pieces in it, I want where you can, eat it with a fork and stuff like that. And so, I'll keep on chopping this up. And make sure when you do this, you don't have, if you're going to use leftover chicken, make sure you don't have any bones or gristle in it. Stuff like that, because it's really aggravating when you get ready to sit down to eat and you pick up a fork full of your good old chicken and you find out it's got a bone in it. It's just not the way to be. Okay, now I'll finish doing this and I'll be back. Now I'm going to put this SWANSON's chicken broth in there. This is 33% less sodium. Now this is 4 cups, or 32 ounces, whichever one you want to say. I'm going to put that in there. And all I really want to do is just cover the top of these noodles. Okay, that don't quite cover it. And like I said, that was 4 cups there. So I'll put another cup and a half of just water down in there, and that'll cover them up. Okay, now I'm going to put the pressure lid on here. Now if I wasn't using, now this chicken's already cooked because I had it left over from the rotisserie, but now if I was just putting fresh chicken in there, and I would go ahead and put it down in there at the same time I did these noodles. Matter of fact, I'd put it in there first and sort of sear it just a little bit, and then I'd do what I've already done now. Okay, and now we'll put this lid on clockwise until it locks into position. Then come there and turn on the power. Go over here to pressure. And it's on high in 10 minutes. I don't want 10 minutes, I want 7 minutes. Alright, and then we'll hit the start button here. Make sure your valve up here is turned to seal and not vent. And before you put the lid on, make sure your seal is in there good, because if it's not going to seal. So, I'll keep track how long it takes for this thing to build up pressure, and I'll be back and let you know. Okay, it's been building up pressure here for about 14 minutes, and that pin is getting ready to come on up because it starts jumping around some. And the only reason I tell you all these times like this, in case, and there comes the pin up, and now it's sealed. And the only reason I tell you folks the times like this, in case you're fixing it for your family or something, you need to know exactly how long it takes for this to cook. And so now it'll go around like this for another minute or so, and then it'll start counting down that 7 minutes. But when you're preparing this for your family, you need to have it on a certain time. You need to add all these numbers together. But I'll have it all listed for you in the description down below. And we'll be back when it starts counting down there. Okay, and there it goes counting down that 7 minutes. Now it took almost 3 minutes for it to start that time. So sometimes it varies back and forth, you know. So now we'll be back when it gets down close to 0 here. Okay, now we're down to 30 seconds here on this 7-minute cook. After it finishes here, I'm going to let it sit there and rest for 5 minutes before I release the pressure. And I'm going to start getting my other ingredients ready over here. Okay, now I'm going to open this can of SUEUR peas here. And this can of Rotel tomatoes. And we'll get about half this cake of Philadelphia cream cheese here. That'll be about 4 ounces. Get it ready to go down in there. And of course a half cup of cream cheese here. Sour cream. So, won't be long now that it's time to let it release the rest of the pressure. Okay, now it's a little over, let it rest just a little bit over 5 minutes here. So now we're going to reach up here and release the pressure. You can tell it doesn't act like it's got a whole lot in there, but it's going to take it a couple minutes for it to come on down. So we'll be back when it does. Okay, now it's been releasing pressure about another 5.5 minutes. And it's getting ready to drop it any second because you can't even hear anything coming out of it now. So in a second it'll drop. And there it went. Now we're going to take this lid off, turn it counterclockwise, and I always say turn it away from your face, and lift it straight up and turn it upside down, just like that. Oh, those noodles look great. And carry it upside down over to your sink, and then turn it right side up again, or you're going to have water all over your floor, and somebody's not going to be happy, especially the one that has to clean it up. Alright, now let's give it a quick stir here. Oh yeah, those are perfect. Look at those noodles. Alright, now we'll start putting stuff in. First of all, I'm going to put in this 4 ounces Philadelphia cream cheese. Well, I forgot one important thing here. When we get back over here now, we'll turn this thing on SEAR SAUTE on high. And so it'll stay hot down in here, and we can mix these the rest of these ingredients in with this. Alright, now we'll put the Daisy sour cream in here. About half a cup. Okay, now this is going to be some of the best noodles you have ever tasted. Probably the best noodles you've ever tasted. Yeah. There you go. Now I'll go ahead and put in these peas. Now I'm not draining any of these. I'm putting the juice right out of the can right on in there with them. And here goes my little can of tomatoes. Now like I say, if y'all don't want tomatoes and peas in here, you don't have to put them in there. But it sure does give it a whole lot better flavor if you do. Oh yeah, now start to mix it well. Alright, and last but not least, here goes our chicken. Looks great, doesn't it? Okay, now mixing right along here. It should come to a simmer here in a minute, and that's about all we want, just to make sure the Philadelphia cream cheese and the sour cream is all mixed well. Make sure our chicken is getting good and hot again. So we'll let it sit there for a minute or two, and then we'll come back to it. Okay, now it's come to a real good simmer now. And so now we'll go ahead and turn the pot off completely. And we'll take this pot out so that heat will get off of it right now, because I don't want it any hotter, or I don't want it cooking any longer. Pick it up very carefully. Set it on a good pot holder. Just like that. Now we're about ready to get us a little bowl over here and just see how this is. Okay, now I'll dip right down in here. Oh, that looks so good and creamy and cheesy looking. Let me get a fork. Okay, now this stuff here is really delicious. Of course, I forgot to add any salt and pepper, so I had to go back and do it. But now I'm fixing to get me a big bowl of this and go down there and sit down, and we'll see how big of a pig I can make out myself, because this sure is good. So I hope you give it a try sometime, and I hope you like it, and I hope you enjoy it as good as I enjoyed making this video for you. I hope you'll come back and see us real soon. Until then, y'all have a real good and safe day, and thank you very much for watching our videos. If you can, give us a thumbs up and join our channel. So until next time, goodbye now.